Hi viewers, today in this session I'm going to explain about error handling options in Informatica. So in Informatica there are two type of errors we may get. One is fatal error and non-fatal errors. So fatal errors mean any structured issues, table structures, or if object is not present, memory logging issues or bulk load issues. So in that case you may get this fatal errors. And non-fatal errors mean if any rejection, okay, data rejection due to constant violation on target or any data type issues, conversion issues, such scenarios, you will get non-fatal errors. So when you get the fatal errors, you can't able to handle it. Like you have to resolve it. But there are couple of options are available. If you get non-fatal errors, still you can allow them. Okay, on how you want to load the data, rejection data. So this is we can handle it out. So non-fatal errors you can handle. So this session is nothing but handling the non-fatal error itself. How many ways we can handle the rejection data. So this is nothing but okay. So error handling. So let me go ahead and explain the same. Okay. So let me take one example. This is the table. This is the flat file. So let me load this data into the one target. Okay. So I have given some duplicates data also, and let me show you how the error message will get it. So first thing is let me import the table structure into the this one into the repository. Import file, all files, employee emp underscore del only, right? Yeah, emp underscore del only. This is delimiter file and import field names from first line, done, and then next, then comma. So as comma this separated already, you know, the data also segregated accordingly field wise. Fine. Next let's see the data, the data types. This is the numeric and this is a text, numeric, text, let it be text, salary, and then this is text, let's change to numeric, and then this is also numeric. So let's finish. Already the table is the object with the same name is existing. So let's say replace and save it. I just done it. So let me take the target as already existing object. I have it, and whether yeah, I just given the primary key constant also on top of it. Now by using this emp del and the emp source and target, let me create the mapping for this. So m underscore error handling, then okay, bring the source and bring the target into here and directly blindly connect it to the target. I'm not doing any manipulation over here, just blind loading. Save it and go ahead and create the workflow. How to create the workflow shortcut? By like this, and error handling, say okay, and then okay, give the connections. What is the source and what is the target? The source is in desktop, so here the source file directly it is showing. So let's change to the desktop. Copy and then just save it over here. That's it. And then this is info only. Let's change to normal, and then always insert. Let's allow to insert only. That's it. Okay, let's apply. Okay, so I'm loading that table into the info schema. So this is a connection for info schema, and say okay. And now main thing is, as we are using the flat file as a source, okay, and hire date is a date, and we are connecting directly to the hire date. So string to date when you are connecting, so you need to give the format in the session level. So which format it is there? YY. So don't forget that. So double click on it, configuring objects, This is the one. You need to specify the format over here. Save it. So now everything fine. So let's drop the table EMP. Yeah, already dropped. There is no EMP table over here. Correct? In the info schema. So now let's see what is error message we'll get it. Start workflow. Error handling. Double click on it. See the error message. If you can open the session log file, see the error, click on E. See what it's saying. See, Oracle fatal error. So this is the fatal error. So when the table does not exist in the in the database, you will get it. So this is one example. Just want to show you what is the fatal error message. Now let's go ahead and create the table and then load the data. So how to create the table? I can make use of generate and execute option. Go ahead and primary key I want it. Yes. I don't know what is the schema already given it. Let's use the info schema. So that info user and info user connect it. So generate and execute it. Yes, it's generated and it's created in the target. Let's refresh it. This is the table. Yes, everything fine, right? So now let's go ahead and execute the workflow and load the data. So there is so many duplicates are there, and I defined the primary key constraint on top of EMP table. Okay, EMP number column. Okay, so let's see what will happen, whether it will fail or success, and how the rejection will happen. Okay, let's see that. Yeah, it's successful. And when you see the data, 20 records are read from the source, but only 16 records are loaded into the target. 4 records are rejected. If you can see here, rejected rows are 4 records, but still rejected records are there. Okay, the session is succeeded. If you go back and see that, press E. See, this is the error message, unique constraint violation. Okay, so this type of errors is called non-fatal errors. So non-fatal errors, you can allow it. Okay, you can configure to allow it. So let's discuss why it is still it is successful and where this data is loaded. Okay, let me introduce you couple of options. Let me double click on it. Here it is the error handling. You can see here, this is the error handling. So these are the options I'm going to explain to you in this session. So as this is 0, okay, 0 is nothing but unlimited non-fatal errors you are allowing. Okay, so how many it may be, it will allow it. So for example, if you change to 1, that's meaning is not even one error also you are allowing it. Okay, so if you are 0 mean all you are allowing, even though errors you are getting also, still you are proceeding further. But when you say 1, so it not even it will allow you to one error also, it will fail the record. So I just given the 1. Let me show you what will happen now. Let me truncate the data, refresh, truncate the data. Truncate table, execute it. Yes, then there is no data in the target. Let's go ahead and execute it. Now let's see what will happen. See, was this happen? It was failed because as you said, stop on error 1 mean one error also it won't allow. If you say stop on error 2 mean one error it will allow it. So its second error when it is coming, it will be failed. In the same way, stop on error 3 mean okay, it will 2 it will allow, but third it will reject it. So till third one it will reject it. If you say 4, till 3 errors it will allow, but fourth error will be rejected. So that time the session will be failed. So already 4 records are rejected, right? So we'll put it 5 stop on error, so it should allow it. Let's say only 4 errors it should allow, right? So I think it will work fine. Okay, it should work fine. So now go ahead. So that is the reason it was failed. Go ahead and configure the stop on error. Stop on error, this is the one. Change it to 5. So 5 mean on 5th error message, error, non-fatal error, it will fail it. That's the stop on error. That's the meaning of it. Save, okay, save it, start workflow. Now it will success because only 4 records are rejecting. 4 error message it is allowing. Definitely it will allow. So see here, it is successful. You got it right. So this is that is the reason this session is success. So now where this is loading, that's what we'll see that. Okay, so now let's change it to 0 only temporarily. Go to the mapping. If you go to the targets, so here is the file where the rejection data is loading. So let's open this file. Let's see how it is loaded. So where this is residing, it is there in the bad file directory. So where is the bad file directory? This is the one. So the table name is emp1. So this is the one. Double click on it. So you can open in the text file. This is the one. This is the one. So if you can see here, the data is loaded in this format. So the first one is nothing but the row indicator. So row indicators 0, 1, 2, 3. There are a couple of other couple of other values will get it. And the second one is this is nothing but just to separate each and every record row indicator. After that there is a column indicator D also will get it. But these are the called column indicators. These are the called column indicators. Everything. So after the data, you will get that column indicator. Let me explain you what is that column indicator. So this is the row indicator and column indicator. So row indicator you may get 0, 1, 2 till this many you will get it till 9. So that's indicating whether the data that record is trying to insert or update or delete. Depend upon the approach. So you will get these values, and the column indicator will get it. This is the don't, DONT. So D is nothing but valid, O is nothing but overflow, N is nothing but null, and T is nothing but truncate. So these options will get it. So row indicator as well as column indicator. So first a column indicator, so D also appear after each row indicator. That's what I said you over here. If you can see here, so this is the one after the row indicator. So one more D also will be shown. So this is not giving that much information. Just it's a data where the rejection data is loading into the DAT file. So let me say how this is with this. What are the data is rejected? I came to know. But if you want to analyze what is the reason, why it is rejected. So what I can do is there is one more option called detailed information. I can request to load it. So how I can request is the error handling methodology here. If you go back here, error log type. So this is none. So if you want, you can change to anything. So if you say flat file, so it will be stored in the flat file, whatever the file, it may be. So this will be stored here. This is the file name. So if you want, you can give the any file name. So what is the name I can give? emp underscore flat. Let me give it .txt. So this is the file I want to load it. This error log, this one is. Let's see how it will be loaded now this time. And let's go ahead and see whether the data is present or not. Yes, let me truncate the table. So I just truncate the table. Now let's go ahead and execute the workflow. Start, done. Double click. See, 20 records are readed and 16 records are loaded, okay, and 4 records are rejected. Okay, so as I said, error log type, okay, file name I want it, okay, as I said here, as I configured. So the file, one more file will be created over here. So this is the emp flat. So if you go back and see this, refresh this, yeah, already this is there. So see the timing, 6:27, okay, 9:40, this is 6:9:10. This meaning is when you request for the file or relational database, what it is showing here, flat file or relational database, so you won't get the data into the bad file directory. That's the meaning. Okay, so let's go back and double click on this. So now it will give you complete information, most of all the information it will get it. So this is the repository name and no, GUID, okay, repository ID and the repository name, which folder, workflow, session, every information it will give you. And the data also will be segregated, and this is little bit detailed information will be there. Even what is the error message, okay, is getting is error loading to target table emp. So this is the error message we are getting, and if you can see here, what is the reason behind this is, this is the one. So till this extent, violated. So what is the violated? Error loading raw to the target table. Error message is unique queue constraint violated. So this is the error message. So you will get every information over here. This is the detailed information over here. So this is how the data will be loaded. Okay, so this is when you request for the flat file. Let me say, and there is one more option called relational database. When you say the relational databases and then say OK, so here these two things will be enabled. Okay, so now you need to give the connections, because in which schema you want to create the tables. Okay, if you give these connections, for example, I want to load into the info schema only. Okay, error tables. What are the error tables? So when you configure this relational database, there are 4 tables will be created automatically wherever you specify the schema. In that 4 tables will be created automatically. In that 4 table, all the information regarding your rejected data, okay, it will be created, it will be entered. So one more thing is what name you want to prefix, that is also is there. For example, let me give my name only, I will give it out. So Hema, I will give the Hema. Okay, so that you will see how it will be created, and then say apply. Okay, save it. Let's go ahead, again truncate the data. Truncate the data. Done. Fine. So now let's go ahead. So see here, there is no table, okay, extra table. Just have a look on it. And now I'm going to execute again. Start workflow. So succeeded. 20 records readed, 16 records are loaded to the target, and 4 records are rejected. So how the rejected data will be loaded into the tables, let's see it out. See, I'm going to refresh the schema. See here, there are 4 tables is created automatically. These are the 4 tables. So I can give Hema underscore. Okay, if I give, it will be meaningful, but I given the Hema, let it be. See, all the information, this is the data, error data, and this is the error message, and this is the session, and this is this one. So if you want to get the complete information, you need to refer these 4 tables, and then you need to get the understanding, so where the problem is and what is the issue and which workflow ID, everything. So this is the information you can see here. This much detailedly it will be loaded into the target, and this is the data. Even data also it will be stored. This is the one. And if you go back and see the error message, so you need to join back. Okay, one place is the data and one place is the error message. Okay, so if you can go back and see here, see what is the error message is here. So error loading the raw table and unique constraint violation. So this is how the error handling will work. So what we done, so the bad file directory, if you won't specify error logging option in the error handling, so the data will be loaded into the bad file directory. In the bad file directory, how it will be loaded, as a row indicator and the column indicator level. So not much information. But if you say that, okay, I want in the error handling detailed information, then you can give the flat file. So in the flat file option, you know, in the file, whatever the name you specify, the whatever the path you specify, on that place it will be created. And if you specify here, okay, the bad file directory, bad file table won't be created. Okay, and if you say the relational database, whatever the name you specified, in that name the 4 tables will be created automatically in wherever you specify the connection. And in that 4 tables will be created, and that 4 tables the data will be loaded, rejected data will be loaded with the detailed information. But the problem is you need to refer the four tables. Okay, so it's a headache, right? So that is the reason very less people, less company only I saw that very few companies are following this relational database this methodology. But most of the people are following directly introducing the error table, one error table, whatever the custom table, okay, in the mapping level itself, and do whatever the cleansing part here itself. Because this is error message, why it is rejected? Because of primary key violation. So take a look up and do some stuff, whatever the loaded the data, so filter it out before sending it to the target. So that time it won't be any rejection, right? So if any really if any rejection is there, like for example emp number is null, so that time is a really that is a problem, that is an error message. So that time you need to load into the error table, customs error table, one table. So just like I explained in the Informatica one scenario, so loading into the error table, error log table. So that's how they will configure it, and one company will follow one standard, okay, the cleansing part, and they will load the data, rejection data into the error log file. Okay, so this is what about the error handling. So if you like this video, please comment it and share it. Thanks for watching video, and all the best for your bright future. Thanks then.